school, but I got some sleep and ready to get started. So we're going to do some cooking, and we're just going to open up the conversation to whatever you guys would like to talk about. We got Thanksgiving coming next weekend, so I'm making another chicken dish. So hopefully Sarah will be able to join in. She was asking about a chicken dish. The reason I'm using chicken, I've been telling you guys that they have rotisserie chickens for only $3 from 4 to 6 o'clock at Gordon Food Service. And I got a bunch of chicken. So I'm making things that you could do with your turkey leftovers. Also today we're going to add in some mashed potatoes. So if you have leftover mashed potatoes, we can add that in. And I do have things that I need to use up. So I'm going to make a recipe based on trying to use some things up. So you can get creative, share your thoughts. Once I get this stuff used up, I'll be able to get a little more creative with the different things. I was looking through this chicken book today, and I just had to buy some new ingredients. So welcome to the chat. Let's chat. All right, so we're going to start, like I said, we're going to make a chicken dish. You can use turkey instead. I'm going to turn my oven on. I just started like 3 minutes ago. And here we go. We're going to turn on the oven. I'm going to do 375. Yeah, I had to get everything. It takes so long to set everything up. So one of my phones has a huge delay. So that's another reason too. Usually it should take like 5-10 minutes, but you got to get all the stuff ready. I still got problems with my sink. So that's making things a little bit more difficult and, one of those kind of things. But I got my wooden shoes today. So I'm super excited about that. Actually going to put my hair up. So this is just for me, but how's it going, Debbie? How you doing today? So like I said, we'll get started in just a second. Go ahead and braid my hair, get it out of the way. And the recipe, Debbie, I bought that huge thing of cream of chicken soup. So I need to use that up because that was huge. That was like twice as much as I needed. So let me put my glasses on, and I see people joining in. We're getting ready to cook. So I'm kind of putting my hair up. And I'll be doing my nails later. I just took off the nail polish. So, yeah, it's catch-up time. So, all right, there we go. That should be out of the way. And any of you guys that have high schoolers, though, we do have a program. I've been talking about the Costa Rica trip for adults. If you'd like that, let me know. I'll give you the link. But we also have for high school students, I'm a high school teacher, and we're taking a trip to Amsterdam and Paris. So if you would like your high schooler to get college credit or high school credit, it's a 9-day trip. It's a great opportunity. I know some of our kids at school are just a little behind, and I can catch them up. Sometimes that half credit makes a difference on whether or not you graduate, or you could do it like many years in a row. Counts as an elective. And then also the college credit. You can get 3 college credits just to go on a trip and do a little project. So starting off, we will start with, I'm actually going to saute an onion. This is still second or third onion I've ever bought. Thank you for the love. I see you guys doing that. We're getting ready to heat things up tonight on this steamy hot Friday night. We had our first snowfall. Deb, did you get snow today? So you guys know I have 3 platforms open, but I can see you guys joining in. Thank you for hitting the like button. All right, so we got it preheating. The sacrifice of making onion. All right, here we go, guys. I don't want to cry. All right, so we'll use half, and then we'll use the other half in something else. So you guys getting ready for Thanksgiving? Nicole, feel free to stop by. I'm cooking way more than I need for just myself. Nicole's joining in. Debbie says, snow yesterday, just 2 inches melted right away. Just going to use a little bit. So I don't know. I'll use a little bit more. Yeah, so we didn't have very much snow today. It was just a little bit, but I don't mind snow when I'm not driving, but I don't like how cold it gets. snow yesterday. Oh my goodness. So that's Wisconsin. Where are you guys at? Did you have snow today? So yes, Nicole, you know I don't do onions, but I'm doing onions. We're going to saute this up. I'm going to start cooking right. So since I've been doing the cooking, I've been feeling better and also tastes better, you know. All right, so we got our onion chopped off that half. Let me see if I can angle this a little better for you guys. So, all right. Unfortunately, YouTube, you can't really see what I'm cutting. Can put it over here. Let's see. Would this help? Put it over here. Whew. Yeah, I want this away from me. There we go. Oh, far, far away. You see it? It's like I gotta go all the way over here for you. There we go. All right, so you guys can watch me. Cutting this up, I'm gonna stand away from it so I don't cry. Just chopping this up. But I did a poll where I'm trying to see, do you guys ever suffer from seasonal depression? That's kind of what I want to talk about today, is how to deal with it. Oh my goodness, there we go. How to deal with seasonal depression and get motivated, get through the day. Often holidays can be difficult for some people. Let me know if you guys struggle with holidays, dealing with laws and in-laws and just family. Sometimes family's hard to deal with. I was pretty lucky. Wasn't too bad growing up. You know, there are some issues that every family has, but for the most part, pretty blessed. I know growing up, we used to go to my aunt and uncle's. And then there was like a falling out, so that kind of stopped, which is kind of sad. I really like that. There used to be really big holiday celebrations for us, but I kind of dwindled down. All right, so we got the onions going, and I see you guys. That hurts. So I'm gonna saute the onions up. I'm gonna put this in a little baggie to use later. Now I gotta use. Actually, tomorrow I think I'm making a stir fry. There's a couple recipes that I really want to make, but feel free to open the conversation up, guys. You can talk about whatever you would like. All right. So I'm going to also, we'll do this at the same time. I'm going to make mashed potatoes. I'm going to make some mashed potatoes. You can make them. I do know how to make them the right way, but you don't see my comments. Oh, you got to give me a second. Thank you for the follow. We're heating things up tonight, guys. Mimi, can you type it again? I missed it. It looks like so tiny. Do you have your hand raised? What's your question? What is your question? You going with me to Amsterdam? Nope, not making gumbo. You just said hi. Okay. Hi. Good to have you here. So I just make the instant mashed potatoes because I'm just kind of giving you guys some recipes. And it's just me, you know, like if I was making it for other people, I'd probably do the right regular potatoes. All right. So I don't usually measure, so follow the directions on the box. I'm going to make it a little different. I'm going to add, got to use up this chicken broth, so I'm going to add that into my mashed potato mix. Don't know why, but I just feel like doing that. It is a chicken recipe, so, you know, it should be good. Also want to use up some of the cream that I bought. So instead of milk, I'm going to add some cream in there. There you go. All right, then some butter. Get that boiling. And then we'll start doing the onions. Ooh, my eyes. All right. There we go. Get this started for the onions. Then I'm also going to be doing a crumble top So I'll get the butter going for that. What did I use last time? I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons, 2.5, about 2.5, something like that. Doing 30 seconds with the top on. So feel free to talk, guys. What'd you guys have for dinner today? Yeah, what did I have today? I finished up what we made last time, froze some of it on that other chicken casserole. It's like chicken casserole, but each and every one is different. All right. So we got that cooking up. I was Sarah, you're supposed to just pop in, Sarah. Yes, I am. One second, let me tell Sarah I am live. She is asking. So we had a lot of people asking about Costa Rica. So there's a few spots open. So I'd love to have you guys. Oops. Oh. Yeah, I got a lot of people responding to that. So if you guys are interested in going to Costa Rica, please let me know. I will get you the information. And I can be reached at Cynthia@asoulsurvivor.com, SOUL. Cynthia is CYNTHIA. Cynthia@asoulsurvivor.com. I have to remember I'm cooking. All right, so the butter's nice and melted. Got the onions put in. Let that start cooking up. I'm going to add just a little bit more butter to the pan. There we go. Slow and steady on the sauteing. I'm going to have to pay attention to that. But I know seasonal depression, sometimes we don't go outside as much, so you're not getting the vitamin D. So it's important to do that and go outside for a little bit, just a little bit. And I am, what does this say? In what? Once you start cooking the onions, it always smells like you got something really good cooking. So even just starting with the onions. All right, so we're cooking that up. Got our pan ready. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it. And this is something I've never tried before. So I'm going to add a little cheese on the bottom. I'm kind of hoping, what are you doing in Costa Rica? Costa Rica, we're having a meet and greet. So we're meeting up and just having fun. We're going to go by the volcanoes. There's a boat ride, swimming in the ocean. There's like a lot of stuff. There are 9 activities that we're going to do. And it'll be kind of cool seeing the different monkeys. It's part of like the largest green sea turtle habitat for laying the eggs. I'm just putting a little cheese on the bottom, hoping that'll crisp up. If not, it'll still be cheesy delicious. All right, so this is already boiled. That is one killer burner. All right, let me make the potatoes real quick. I've made these so many times. I thank you for liking the live. Steve, oh my goodness, how are you? That's my buddy from a long time ago. Good to see you here. He travels a lot too. Chad is joining in, and Bert, good to have you here. So hey Chad, what's going on? We're cooking up a storm right now. But if you guys are interested in going to Costa Rica, or if you have high schoolers who would like to go to Amsterdam or Paris, let me know. And let me just get these potatoes stirred up, and then I'll come check if I knew I'd need a little more. And I know, I could use regular potatoes. Let's try and do this quick. Otherwise, you guys got to watch me peel potatoes for a while. All right. Almost done on the potatoes. Still sauteing the mushroom or the onions. Looking good, smelling good. So I saw you guys comment. Let me see what you said. I look very good. I appreciate that. I actually put my hair up today. So did you guys get snow today? Steve, are you down in Florida? Where the heck are you? All right, so we got the potatoes. I wanted to add in some garlic salt. This comes with parsley. Just a little bit, not too much. And a little bit of salt. Where did I put my salt? Alright, this is almost ready to go into the oven. Not quite yet. Alright, so I put down that little fine layer of cheese. I have Colby Jack. What am I cooking? I don't know. I'm making it up. It's something that you can make if you have leftovers from Thanksgiving. So I put down a little bit of cheese, hoping that'll crisp up a little bit. Putting down some mashed potatoes. Then we're going to make like a little middle and like our own gravy type thing. And then we're going to top it. So this is just going to be a thin layer. Let's see if I made enough. Yeah, so just a thin layer of mashed potatoes. These turned out perfect. Pretty good for eyeballing it. All right, so this is what I did. Look how beautiful. It looks like a cake. So we got our potatoes all made. And it's food. I don't know. We can name it. Let's name it together. I don't know what to call it. So I think we should have a competition on naming it. Give me a cute name for it. So we're going to open up a can of mushrooms. Since I just like having stuff on hand, so I got a lot of canned stuff. Fresh is always better, but you know, you don't go to the store often enough. You miss your girl Heavenly. She'll probably join in. We're a little earlier tonight. So I need you guys to name this for me. So let those onions cook up a little bit more. They're cooking slow. They're starting to brown and caramelize a little bit. All right, so we have the cream of chicken soup. I bought that huge sisters. Hi. God makes everything beautiful in his time. So hopefully he'll work on my dinner. Your brand is your What brand is your cabinet, by the way? I don't know. So here we go. This is a half of the large can, you know, the super big Campbell soup. And just going to kind of doctor it up. I'll put the cheese on top. Hold on, guys. Like I said, I'm making it up as I go. And we will taste test it together. It should be good. All right, so we're going to kind of see what we end up with. I'm going to add a little sour cream to it. Who knows why? I know when I make macaroni and cheese, that when you add a little bit of sour cream, it actually kind of helps give it this different texture. So, but sisters, how was your day today? So mix that up, and I'm going to add some carrots to it. I suggest using this mixed vegetables, but I don't like peas, so I'm not going to use it. But if you like peas, that would be better than just carrots. I could add other vegetables, but I'm running low. I have French style green beans, and I don't think that'll be good in here. It would be acceptable, but not good. So what are your favorite vegetables, guys? Let me know. Let me know your favorite vegetables. We just got a visitor who opened the door with a key. I was surprised. Who is that? Who had your key? Love macaroni and cheese. Love some peas. Actually, if you like peas, peas would be good in macaroni and cheese too. I just don't like peas. And I will, after we get through this chicken turkey stuff, I will be making my homemade macaroni and cheese, my recipe. It's a little bit different than most people do, but it's really good. So I'll have to teach you that. It's Grandma Schiller's recipe. Draining out the carrots. Slowly sauteing. Kind of adds a little extra flavor. Make sure the carrots are really drained. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and spread on the carrots on top of the mashed potatoes. Woo, that came out fast. So you say, I'm trying to sleep this whole Thanksgiving break. I feel you. What day do you have off? We go to school Monday and Tuesday. Luckily this year we have Wednesday off. There's been so many years where we had to go, even like Christmas, it's like not enough time to travel. So luckily we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. That'll be a really welcome break. All right, so here we go. We got this going on. We got the cheese sprinkle and then mashed potatoes and carrots. Bounce some onions. You don't like them, you mean? Oh, can never be happy. You don't like onions? Yeah, normally I don't add onions, but I've been kind of liking them lately. I don't know. And oh my goodness. Hi, Sarah. I'm making who knows what casserole. You guys got to help me name it. So we got Sarah just joined. So Sarah, we got just a little bit of cheese, hoping that crisps up. Mashed potatoes, and we got carrots. I suggested using mixed vegetables, but I don't like peas. So I'm going to go ahead and add on the chicken. Like I said, these are only, you can add turkey. That's why I'm doing this. So you guys had Thanksgiving recipes. Let's see how much I want to save for Dixie Doo. Oh, there goes a big piece for Dixie. That was a huge piece. Pop up. Dixie will be happy. Make them bounce. You never buy canned carrots. I know. Actually, I have good carrots or real carrots, but Dixie, you don't like my carrot or my onions. Well, if you come over, I won't add onions. There you go, Dixie. It's just a little bit. You find it, Dixie? Now, I do not like raw onions at all. At all. Give my dog a couple more pieces of chicken. Any tips on cooking turkey? I haven't in a few years. I'm pretty lucky. Mine usually turn out really good. I'll tell you a couple different techniques that you can use before I burn my onions. So depends on if you want it to look pretty, then don't flip it over. It gets extra moist if you flip it over. You can also put it in an oven bag, but then it doesn't brown. So I just have it the right side up and toss them in that groovy grease. Oh my gosh, you guys are being mean. It's going to be delicious. You just hit your knee on the dresser. So, okay, you can either cook it upside down, cook it in an oven bag, or cover it in butter. I have a friend who injects under the skin to put like butter or any kind of flavorings that you might want to add to it. And what my daughter does, she does. So you have your turkey, and then my daughter will cover it in bacon and then put pineapple and maraschino cherries on it and cook it that way. So the bacon kind of helps keep it nice and moist and browns it up. It will give it a sweet taste. So just depends on if you like the sweet taste. But what I do is I just baste it. And I like the turkeys that have the timer. So just make sure it's defrosted, and they're not that hard to make. Just don't overcook it. That's why it's nice to have. You can cover it if you want for half the time in tin foil, or you can just cook it. Depends on how brown you want it. But turkey's really, I don't think, that hard to make. So Philip Michael. What's your middle name, Phil? What do I call you when you're in trouble? All right, so we're just going to dust it with a little bit of cheese now. Just a little bit. I'm not going to add as much as I have been. The last couple ones I used a whole thing of cheese. All right, so now I'm going to add the mushrooms. Saute that up. So Sarah, which of those ideas did you like best? I just like the natural turkey flavor. That's what I like the best. And I think I cook it at 325, if I remember correctly. There's also always directions too, but those are little techniques. You're coming for Thanksgiving? Aw. Toss them in that groovy grease, the groovy grease. Okay, so we got this all nice and cooked up. I'm going to let it cook a little more. And I'm going to put that on top. And then this, and then we're going to go ahead and add some crumble top. So how do you guys cook your turkey? Oh, chat disconnected. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got our cracker topping. Am I a short person? I'm 6'1". I am 6'1". Definitely not short. Debbie, can you tell me that the chat is still working? All right, so we got our mushrooms and onions, which Phil's having a heart attack over. I'm going to spread that on top. It's going to be good. If not, it's homemade. So it's made with love, and that's all that matters. You just have to smile and eat it. All right, so we got that going. And then we got my little mixture going of the cream of chicken soup, a little bit of sour cream. And I'm going to go ahead. Don't want to make it too liquidy because I want those mashed potatoes to stay nice and firm on the bottom. All right. So we got that done. I'll show you what it looks like now. Got this going. Doo-doo. Fine on your end. Okay, disconnected for a little bit. I don't know why. All right, so just a splash of cream for no reason. Kind of richen it up. All right, stirring that in. There you go. It's got the sour cream. Guys, this is going to be good. So this will be kind of like a gravy too for the potatoes. I debated on doing like a biscuit, almost, but I'm going to save that for like for a burger pie thingy. All right, so then we're going to spread this out. Woo! All right, so we're going to spread that out. That should seep into everything, hopefully. I ended up doing it in layers instead of mixing it all in together. So, all right. You got that? Now we got our topping macaroni. Or not for me. You don't like macaroni? Or mushrooms. And that's the thing, like you can kind of mix and match. You don't have to, like, I'm just making this up. This is just what I have in my cupboard. You're kind of girl. I love it. So we're just making whatever. I need some names though. As I'm making these recipes, like I said, I'm just making them up as we go. So you guys can help me by helping me name them. LOL. Yeah. You only live once. The thing I like about mushrooms is they're low in calorie. So that I like. Otherwise, your Debbie says my daughter ex-boyfriend came over to take out the dog. Ah, okay. So that was 3 tablespoons of butter, almost a full row of Ritz crackers. Thank you, Mom and Dad. So, all right, so we got this. I'm going to add, I know Mimi's going to say, but there's already salt on the crackers. I'm going to add some salt. I like my salt. And Debbie, you forgot to tell me to turn off the oven. Debbie is my helper. But I got the cabinets closed. All right, so just a little bit of salt. So that was nice that they came to take out the dog. How nice. Look at Dixie. I know. I should have saved you more chicken. I'll give you some when it's done. All right. So we got that all mixed up. You are too much. All right. So here we go. Kind of spread it all over. This should crisp up. You can use corn flakes. Some people use corn flakes to do this. Or you can use potato chips. So if you use potato chips, I like the Ruffles or the Lay's. Those are my favorite. All right. So just kind of sprinkle that all around. And this is completely filled up. Look at the good Dixie. They're so good. Dixie is going to love this. She's been loving all my cooking. All right. Let me wash my hands and I'll show it to you. Who's ready for a word of affirmation? Give me the number 1, 2, or 3 if you want a word of affirmation. I got a bunch more. It's so good. You'll hear Dixie sneeze like that when she wants. The chat disconnected again. Why? Is my internet going crummy? Oh, okay. So Mimi, number 1. All right. I'm going to pull out 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. All right. So here we go. This one's yours. You are capable of more than you know. Do your best. Don't worry about the rest. Strive for progress, not perfection. Live, laugh, learn, and follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. That's so important. That's so important. But yeah, we don't have to be perfect. That's part of life, is going through and learning things. So just keep chugging forward and enjoy it along the way. You don't have dreams. Well, go to bed. You don't have any dreams. Well, that's what we need to think about. What is it? Where do we want our life to go? What are things that you enjoy doing? Whether it's to learn to water ski, or to follow a career path, or to have children, or to travel. Think about who you are. Some of us just go through life, and you don't want to get lost along the way. The more purpose you have in life, the more fulfilled I think you will feel. So you don't have any. Do you want me to tell you what your dreams are? That's all right. It takes time sometimes too. I didn't know what I wanted when I was your age. So it's worth thinking about, though. What is going to lead to my best life? What will lead to my best life? And take the time. You're worth it. Take the time to think about it. We can get more out of life when we put the effort into ourselves and think about what it is we want. Even if it's what is it we want to enjoy today. Instead of just watching TV or scrolling TikTok, really think, what's going to make me feel fulfilled. So what does it say about sleep? Oh, sleep. You don't have to fall asleep to have dreams. Debbie says, you can have my dreams. I dreamed about my perpetrator last night. Yeah, my mom's been having a lot of dreams. And when Dog Defender gets in here, she had a dream about me yesterday. So we'll see what that was all about. She said she was worried about me. Dreams sometimes can tell us things. So there might be some unresolved issues that are going on with you, Deb, or some fears that you need to process, work through, whether it's to protect yourself or to calm yourself. And here we go. Look at how good that looks. I'm going to put it in the oven. Please don't make a mess. That is super full. All right. I don't know what you guys do with boxes like this, but this is how I keep them fresh. I just stuff a bag in there. That's what I do. Trying to get him to admit what he did. So we gotta understand that the narcissist won't do that. They will not do that. So that's one thing that we have to learn how to process on our own, unfortunately. It'd be so much easier. That's why so many people are hurting, is because they won't take the responsibility or the accountability. But we have to process through our feelings on that. That's why we got to build our own self up, and to realize, that we are worthy of an apology, or we are worthy. It's them that isn't worth living rent free in our heads anymore, and that's hard to let go sometimes. Some dreams are extremely scary. I used to have recurring nightmares about my sisters drowning. There you go. Yep, trying to get him to admit what he did. I get it. All right, so let's get this timer going and set it for exactly, it doesn't matter because I'm making it up, 20 minutes. We'll check on it. So Debbie, you deserve a word of affirmation. Give me a 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. I've had this dream my whole life. Oh, okay. So, Khaled, good to have you here. Number 3. All right. Oh gosh, it's going to be hard to see. I am enough. I did enough. I give myself rest. So, yeah, I know you've had a lot of things in your life, and just realize, that can't save everyone, can't please everyone. And we have to realize if we did our best, that you did do your best, and it is okay to rest. It is okay to rest and have some peace. Sometimes we worry about so many people. Guys, I got my heat super hot. I was cold earlier. I'm going to turn the heat down real quick, but I promise I'll be right back with the oven going. And what do you guys keep your heat set at? I'm still here. I put it at 76. Oops. All right, 76 plus cooking at 375. It was getting a little too hot in here. Gonna have to cook in a bikini. So got that one for you. So Sarah, would you like a word of affirmation? Let's give Sarah one too. If you guys would like me to give you a reading for your words of affirmation, type 1, 2, or 3. And I'll pull a card out for you. Debbie says, I never worry about him. He is definitely a narcissist. Hope my sister has enjoyed him all these years. Oh, what am I doing? Do you see what I just did? There we go. I just sprayed my counter with grease. Trying to clean. That's funny. All right. Oops. Did your sister marry him? Or live with him or something? What do you mean by that? So that sounds like he's still in your life in some way, which makes it even harder. You being good, Dixie? You're so good. How did I do that? Usually when I'm not doing a live, I always put the oil away or the spray right away in the cupboard. So I'm glad you don't worry about him. Look at me. Did you see that? I sprayed my counter with Pam. I almost decided to make an apple pie kind of thing with that fila dough, but I decided I can only eat so much. Got to wait till like Sunday night when I can drop it off for the teachers. Hello, good job. Who is that? Hello. Good to have you here. Nice to see you. Debbie says, oh yeah, he did that when I was 11 and he was 37, but she still married him? It's a mystery to me. So how many years in between them? Oh my goodness. Like 20 some years or? Wow. Hello. Good to have you. Artsy. Good to have you here. What are you artsy about? Just a few. How old is your sister? Do you like to cook? I'm always cooking. What gives you guys something to look at and different recipes for Thanksgiving coming up? So I decided I used to cook like when my daughter was home, and then it's just me. So I haven't really cooked in a long time. I do like cooking, and I just want to share some chicken recipes with you that you can substitute turkey for. We used some mashed potatoes today. Yesterday we used stuffing. Your sister is 83 and he is 86. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was that big of a difference. So it's just me. So I've been giving away a lot of the food, and I'm a teacher. So they really liked, they call them decadent, the chocolate chip muffins. Do you guys remember those? And it's always chicken right now until Thanksgiving. So I did make lasagna was it last week or 8 days ago. So just, yeah, I know it's a lot of chicken. I'm kind of like, I'm not in the mood for chicken. And then I'm going to have Thanksgiving, and then I'm going to have leftover turkey. But we'll get through Thanksgiving and probably do 1 or 2 more meals, and then I'll start doing some beef. I like beef. And let me know what kind of meat you guys like. I do not like fish, so you will not see me cook fish. But I have a really good meatloaf recipe. We can make meatballs and all different kinds of things, meatballs, or can make little pizza-y kind of things, some Italian food. I got to research, like, you're going to make meatloaf. What do you put in your meatloaf? They got married when you were 15. I'm sorry. Like, that's got to be hard when your perpetrator is still in your life. So you like steak. I love steak too. I want to find the beef and broccoli, but when I went to China, there's like a blackened gravy kind of sauce. I don't know what it is. I had the recipe and I lost it. I'll have to go through WeChat, which is like Facebook Messenger, see if I can find it there. It might be in there. So good. Like, oh my gosh. That's probably the best tasting anything I've ever had. So meatloaf. Yeah, there's different ways to make meatloaf. I have a couple recipes, and steak is always good. So let me check on this, see how it's cooking up. And I'm going to eat in front of you guys tonight because I haven't eaten yet. So what day will it be? Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm going to be preparing side dishes. So if you guys want any recipes for certain side dishes, I'll be making my sister, Susie, going to make her corn. I don't know. What did she call it? I couldn't believe she called it whatever she did, because I don't like that name for it. I have school Monday and Tuesday next week. Did I ever get your message? I don't. Which message? In live chat or before? I don't think so. But good to have you here, Sharp Spoon. I don't think I did. I'm not sure. Was it about the trip? Was it in live chat? If you guys comment on a video, otherwise I don't really get them. TikTok messages. Comment on a whatchamacallit, a video. I see those. I don't really see the other ones. Those get flooded. So Debbie says they are actually talking to each other. Your daughter and her ex. Is that a good thing? Artsy says, common recipe, eggs. I buy my breadcrumbs from Trader Joe's for awesome small amount of milk. Keep it moist. The top, I do brown sugar, ketchup, and mustard. I skip the mustard, but so you use breadcrumbs, egg. How many eggs do you use? Small amount of milk. I don't use milk. Use powdered milk or liquid milk? And on the top, you do brown sugar, ketchup, and mustard. I can see why that would be good. I don't like mustard, but I can see why you would do that. I'm going to try. I do the ketchup, but I think the brown sugar just a little bit would add to it. So feel free to comment on a video. Just a quick comment. That way I see it. So sorry about that. But I bet it's good. I bet it's good. I've done it where I've used like stuffing mix. I've done breadcrumbs. I've done oatmeal. You can do all different kinds of things. Even mashed potato flakes. Artsy says, I don't like ketchup or mustard, but the brown sugar sweetens it up a lot. Yeah, that's why when you said that, I'm like, ooh, that would be good. You're so glad I go back on December 2nd. You're glad that you go back to where? To school? When do we go back? December 5th, I have my meeting for Amsterdam and Paris. So if you guys have any high schoolers that want to go to Amsterdam or Paris, let me know. Debbie says I use French onions. Ooh, those are good. I might try that. Wait, never mind. Was that the wrong date? French onions would be good in that. I use, the other thing I use in the meatloaf is like Lipton onion soup mix. So that's where I get my like oniony flavor in there. But French onions would be good. Some comments. They're filtering out the comments. What are you guys saying? They're protecting the community's experience. Is that you again, Mimi? You go back December 2nd to school. I don't know what the date would be. Is that a Monday? Artsy says, it's been a while since I've made it. I think my recipe does have a little bit of the French onions with it also. It sounds delicious. I'm going to have to try that. Is it Stephen? Good to have you here. I know some people pronounce it Stefan, but I'm assuming it's Stephen. Nice to have you here. What have you been up to? Tell me which way do I pronounce it? Good to have you here because it's A-N, not E-N. So maybe it would be Stefan. Huh. Is it with a V or F sound? Probably me asking for, yeah. I don't do those, but I do one-on-ones. Excuse me. Oh, well, it's just sensitive. Oh, it was you again, Mimi. Mimi. Oh my goodness. Mimi's a troublemaker. So, but good to have you here. It's Stefan. I should ask Stefan or Stefan. Good to have you here. So Stefan, do I-N. Stefan, do O-N. I for Stefan and O for Stefan. Poor guy. Good to have you here, though. I like that name. Always, my pretend boyfriend is always Stefano. Let's make up a name. You didn't even say anything. There you are. Sharp spoon. F. Stefan. Oh, it just could be something completely different. Usually I'm pretty good about figuring out the names. So good to have you here, though. You can mess my name up. How's that? Does that make it fair? So I know at school I've been learning lots of language. So I'll tell you what, Stefan, I'm going to give you, let's see, I'm going to give you this one. You get a words of affirmation if I can read it. It is totally okay to ask for help. That's pretty ironic. Maybe this one was for me. I'm asking for help how to pronounce your name. So I'll give you a different one. We'll say that one's for me. God works in mysterious ways. So yours is, Stefan, you must be the change you want to see in the world. So a lot of us want things to be different, but we can't forget that we have to take that first step forward. People, often follow suit, and if we want things to change, we got to live by example and to believe in the change. My mommy is here, Mom. You get a words of affirmation. Give me a number 1, 2, or 3. It's my mooter mom. And okay, I'm getting sad. You need heavenly. You are just perfect. Thank you. You love my hair this way. Thank you. It's actually controlled. It doesn't look as messy. All right, Mom, I need number 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to give you words of affirmation. Look like a little Dutch girl. I got my wooden shoes today, so I'm all excited about that. Yeah, Mom, I'm going to have to, they fit. I think yours are more comfortable. I'm trying not to wear yours because I want to keep them as new as possible, but I appreciate that. Or I might. Number 2. All right, Mooter Mom. This is from my mommy. It's upside down. I trust that everything will work out. And you, Stefan says, I love your hair that way too. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's, yeah, I kind of like it too. I'll start wearing it this way. I wore it to school this way. So trusting that everything will work out. So I think that's about either your dream or about me coming over for Thanksgiving. It'll work out. It'll be okay. So K-Dog says, hi, I like your braid. You braided your hair so nicely at the start of the live. Well, thank you for watching. Yeah, it's holding up. This part's falling out, but real carrots. There you go. You give up typing. Don't give up typing. Hey, good to have you here. Sounds like a good sentiment. Exactly. And I got a whole bowl. Look at all these words of affirmation, like tons of them. So if you guys would like one, just type in 1, 2, or 3. And thank you. Were you guys here when I did the Bo Derek hair? I had a ton. That was a workout for my arms. So Mom, I made another chicken dish, this time with mashed potatoes. I started with just a light sprinkling of cheese, and then I added mashed potatoes, and then carrots, and then chicken, topped it with my little soup mix, and then some cracker crumbs. So should be good. Should be really good. Try dyeing your hair. It looked good in the video you did. That was just a few days ago. You like it with like the red look? I don't like me with red hair. I had an accident where it turned out kind of red. Yeah, you got to remember too that is that the one you're talking about where it was kind of red looking? Can you have another what? Another one? What number do you want? 1, 2, or 3? You can have another one. All right, let me get. All right, so 1, 2, or 3. Here we go. Number 2. All right, so we delight in the beauty of the butterfly. Ooh, the butterfly is my daddy. You like it dark. So my dad, when my dad was passing away, I asked him if there's, how can you only have a few sprinkles of cheese that should be thrown in by the handful? I'm trying to get it to crisp on the bottom. So I wanted to see. And then I put more on top of the chicken. Did I? I put some more cheese on. So I know I usually use a whole bag, but when my dad was passing away, I asked him if there's any way you could come back that, how would we know it's you? And he mentioned butterflies. So we delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. So there's been something going around TikTok where they talk about the butterfly. They don't see their own beauty. Others will see it and admire it. And also this one's talking about, the growing and the changes to become our metamorphosized person. So, you are beautiful. And sometimes we get down on ourselves that we don't realize just how beautiful we are. So I think that's perfect. Mimi says, I'm confused. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. That's what it is. So, so what it's saying is that we're happy looking at how beautiful the butterfly is. And sometimes we don't realize just how much change had to happen. So it continues to grow. It continues to change. So sometimes if we're going through our little ugly phase in life, our sadness, our beauty transformation, whatever it is, that the outcome will be beautiful. So sorry, Mom. Yeah. My mom's mad I didn't add enough cheese. Streaks, I know I need to do something with my hair. But I don't want to dry it out. So I'm kind of like just suffering right now. K-Dog says, would you consider doing other hairstyles for future live streams? Ponytails, buns, that would be fun and cool. I have done that. I was thinking about doing like, I wanted to grow long. There's some like Irish lady with red hair. She does some of the coolest things. Like it's really thick, but she'll do like braids and make like this whole like wraparound thing and shawl, and it's amazing what she does. But I could do a quick little bun for you, and we got this cooking up. So there you go. Got a little bit of waves up pretty quick. All right, so here we go. I'm not doing Bo Derek tonight, but we did pigtails before. We did. Yeah, so buns are pretty easy. All you do is start twisting. All right, here we go. As I say, it's easy. You just start twisting it. I still need to perfect the messy bun. My daughter is amazing at doing a messy bun, but not with me, not me. There we go. And then just wrap it around. There. Ta-da! So we'll check this out. Got my little bun in. It could be done. I'm going to cook it another couple minutes. So how's that? How's that little bun? So I'm doing good. How are you? Pretty. You like it? Your grandson has been real crabby lately when I pick him up. He's 13. Any idea what's making him crabby? Is he not getting enough sleep? I know a lot of school kids don't get enough sleep. I'm good, just looking for someone to cut my hair for you. What do you want to do to your hair? So you like that? You like the bun? Then I don't have, where did I put all my hair ties? I still have them out here. If not, I got one. I have a second one. What did I just do with the thick one? I got these. They don't match. Never mind. Going through changes. Oh, was it that bad? I was going to do a couple for you. Clippers on back and side scissors on top. I actually went to cosmetology for about 800 hours. Also became a nail tech. Never used it though. Uh-oh. But my daughter, she has her own salon. So I like anything on me. Thank you. Can I cut your hair? I don't know where you live. Legally? Yeah, I went through all the like book work and all that stuff. So Alabama, yeah, it'd be a little hard to cut your hair. Little out of the way. Know your grandson. So we can do pigtails. We'll do pigtails real quick. We can do that. No, by the time I posted the comment, it was too late because you let your hair down. Oh, well, I'll put it back up. Did you like it? It's super easy to do. So you got to put your comment up. Now tell me what you said. Watch, you can say you hate it as I do it again. All right. Do a little ballerina bun. All right. We'll start over. It's super easy to do. You got to tell me what you said. And next time I'll leave it up longer. But it takes like 2 seconds to do this. There we go. Just start twisting it. I can hear the swans. I have about 20 swans outside. How come it's taking longer this time? There we go. There. That one isn't as good as the other one, but there. Oh. Can't see what's out, but there you go. I think there's something sticking out. Is there something sticking out? Yep. Is that better? It's hard to tell you. Gotta have a minute. I'm way too skinny. I'm getting ready to eat. How's that? Leave it up. All right. You like the bun? So yes, I am single. Can I do a ponytail so I know what you're silly. I've never had a cutie cut your hair before. So as far as meeting me, I am doing a meet and greet. We're going to Costa Rica. Stefan, that is cool. I'm trying it, but my hair may be too short. Yeah, it's nice. I have no pins in it and it just stays up. So, low activity. If I was going to do high activity, I'd have to pin it. But K-Dog says, love it. You have such beautiful hair. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you're saying that too. I just cut like this much and I'm kind of, it wasn't like down to here. Now it's like here. But I took my vitamins today. Hopefully it'll grow a little bit more. And all right, so let me pull this out of my oven. Should be about ready. All right, it's bubbling up. Got it browned on top, so there we go. Super hot, so I gotta be careful on that. And we'll have to taste test it together. Let's see what Dixie thinks about it too. Now, you know me, I always like to get the best corner. We got the mashed potatoes on the bottom. All right, there we go. So I don't think the cheese, I want to use a spoon. Hold on. There we go. Ooh. I don't think the cheese crisped up on the bottom. So thank you. Oh, be nice. Be nice. Oh, I got to do this real quick. There we go. You like pigtails? That's one nice thing about long hair is you can do a whole bunch of different styles. There we go. I'm going to let that cool a little bit. So, no clue. No clue. It just depends on the person. I'm reading all your comments. My goodness, Deb. Got Dixie acting up. What do you want, honey? You good? Okay. So as far as like the seasonal depression and stuff, you know, try to get outside as much as you can still, even if it's just to, you know, walk to the mailbox instead of just driving up. Debbie says, I had 48 things from Amazon. My goodness. Are you doing Christmas shopping? You're 29. I am 54. And Mimi says, I'll go ahead and get going. Love you. Love you too. Get some sleep. And it's 10:49 here. And 48 things. Debbie's got money burning a hole. You don't look over 35. Thank you. Yep, I'm kind of that in reverse +1. That's cool. Too old. I can work with that. Not too old. There you go. I'm still living. Yeah, and just stuff. Debbie, do I need to hold your money for you? I won't spend it. You might want to do something about that because you know you're tempted, and maybe do some CDs or something like that. Got Dixie dancing around. You have to wait. This is good with the mashed potatoes. I like how I added the cream and the chicken broth. I've never done that with the potatoes before. So just stuff. All right, I'm letting my hair down. Sorry guys, sorry about your look. So this is weird. The colors on TikTok are weird. LOL. You know it. Just stuff. These potatoes are really good this way. So it's got the butter, the cream, a little bit of sour cream. Did I put sour cream in my potatoes? My aunt does that. I don't think I did that. I think I just did the cream. It's really good. You like long hair? Me too. I'm a long hair person. I definitely appreciate long hair. Debbie says I'm not it's not burning. I'm having trouble ordering because I don't want to depart with it. I have some in my savings. I'm all good. All right. Just making sure. Well, I'm not a hairstylist, so I don't know. If you go on the trip to Costa Rica, I'll cut your hair. How's that? K-Dog says ideas for you on future hairstyles. Claw clips and French twists. I can do that. Yeah, I need pins for the French twist though. Debbie says lots of Black Friday deals. What do you want, honey? Are you hungry? Hold on, honey. No, hold on. It's hot. Hold on. So hold on. It's hot. I should have saved you more chicken. I'm sorry, Dixie. All right, this is hot. You got to wait. Hot. This did turn out good, though. Now you gotta wait. Hot, hot, hot. For Dixie, for Dixie. Hold on. Hold on. It's hot. It's almost like I should give her my plate. This one's gonna be hotter. You gotta hold on. I'll give her a little piece. That's still hot. It's hot. Okay, if you come, I'll give you a haircut if you come to Costa Rica. That's going to be June 10th. She does need her nails clipped. She does. I'll be honest on that. You hear her tap dancing? I am enjoying all these new recipes. Like, it's so good. You go, hold on, Dixie, it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, she does this little tap dance. That's her getting excited about food. This is so good. Can't miss it. LOL, I know. Who all is going to Costa Rica? I know Sarah's talked about, we got quite a few people talking about it. So there's still a few spaces open. And hello from Ken, good to have you here from Minnesota. So it's going to be a good group of people and just people from all over. So I told everybody when we have 5,000 followers that I'll go ahead and do a meet and greet, and this is what I picked. So we're going to go ahead and do it. I know my friend Heather is talking about going. Sarah, I have to go through the different people. You just followed me. So if you guys would like information on it, you can email me at Cynthia@asoulsurvivor.com. Cynthia, Cynthia, @asoulsurvivor.com. SOUL. Sounds like you would be the only guy. I'm not sure yet. Patrick might go too. I had quite a few guys. I did post in one group has like all women. So that's why there's more women responding now. I'm not done with the marketing, but Patrick's talking about coming. Sarah's messaging me right now. What is Sarah saying? So, nope. I have a feeling it'll be more guys and girls, and either way, I promise it'll be good. It's okay if you're the only guy. Women are cool. Women are cool too. But, yeah, Cynthia@asoulsurvivor.com. I'll give you the itinerary. You guys can either pick your own airfare or pick which airport that you guys would like to go through. So depending on where you are, it'll be cheaper. I know my friend Heather, who's talking about going with us, it's a lot cheaper for her because of where she lives. So. So what kind of, I need a deal on phones. Have they been posting any deals on phones? I need to either get a new screen protector. I want to see what Sarah's saying to me. Oh, we got Lindsay is talking about going. Who else? Oh, Sarah was bumped off. Hold on, let me. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Anybody else get bumped off? That's so sad. Sarah, relog in. Sarah might be joining us on YouTube. Do you let people play with your hair? If no, why? To an extent, I do. Stefan says, can you go through how you did that food? I was not here when you did it. It's so good. All right, let me try to remember. So on the bottom, I sprinkled just a little bit of cheese. I had Colby Jack is what I ended up using. And then I put down some mashed potatoes. I just used instant, but in the water, I added some cream and chicken broth and a little bit of garlic salt and some butter. Then I made the potatoes. So I had the sprinkled cheese, and then I put a layer of mashed potatoes. Then I put down carrots. You guys can use like a vegetable mix. I don't like peas, so I just did carrots. Then I put rotisserie chicken deboned on top of that. So the reason I'm doing these recipes is so you guys can substitute it with turkey after Thanksgiving. It's going to be good. So cheese, mashed potatoes, carrots, chicken. And then I had half a can of the large, very large, which is probably like 2.5 cream of mushroom soup. And I added in some cream, like whipping cream or heavy cream, and just a little bit. What else did I add in there? Just a little bit of sour cream, like maybe 2 big tablespoons. Mix that up and poured that on top. Before I poured the soup mix in, I sauteed onions, and once they were sauteed, I put mushrooms as another layer. And I can't remember if I think I sprinkled a little bit more cheese. And then I put the soup on, and then I used Ritz crackers with like 3 tablespoons or so of butter. Mix that up and crumbled that on top, and it is so good. It was like really good. That's really good. So with I said chicken broth too in the mashed potato stuff, right? So that gave it a really good flavor. So the mashed potato was water, chicken broth, and heavy whipping cream and some butter. So that's really good. And I don't like mixing it up. I like to keep it in the layers. So you can taste the mashed potatoes, and it's good. There's some good winter food. It is good, kind of like comfort food. So that is how I made it. So tomorrow, I think Sarah, I need Sarah to come back. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do like a stir fry. So we'll see if Sarah joins us again. There we go. Your sweater? Do you like my sweater? It's like a little half top. There we go. But yeah, this is good. I could eat it and eat it and eat it. So I'd like to hear your favorite dishes after Thanksgiving. Give me some ideas. I'll cook it up for people. But this is really good. Did you guys notice I moved my box of mail? So I did that. But yeah, as far as going to Costa Rica, there's probably going to be a fairly close mix. It might be more females. I'm not sure. Most of my followers are, not most, but a good portion are male. So it might work out. So thank you for joining. I see you guys popping in. I appreciate all the support and love. On Wednesday, though, I want to make that ambrosia. So I got to remember to make. I'm going to forget to make that. Ambrosia is actually kind of expensive at the delis, but it's like 3 or 4 ingredients. It's so easy to make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 ingredients. Super easy. So I'll teach you guys how to make ambrosia. I actually learned that in like 6th grade home ec. One of the teachers or one of the students did it as a like demonstration. The other thing, like our home ec was not that impressive. I don't know why we should have had a thing, but she can't get in. I'm gonna. I don't know. I'll relog into Facebook. If you guys are on, please relog in. Sarah can't get back in. We'll try it. Oh, that's so sad. Sarah's trying to relog in. I have more problems with Facebook. This phone takes forever to load. So the other things that we did, there we go. Oh, no. It was pretty pitiful. They had Ritz crackers. Okay. So it was Ritz crackers and ketchup and Parmesan cheese, which was terrible. And then I think we must have, no, maybe it was in the oven. I can't remember. That was like way back in 1981. Here. And then the other thing we did to make cookies, we used Pillsbury cookie dough and learned how to cut it. Cookies are not hard to make, but that was our home ec, learn how to cut. Good Lord, you're gorgeous. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sarah, you got back in. I'm glad you got back in. So we finished our chicken dish, which was absolutely delicious. Sarah, do you remember any home ec classes? Some of the things that you guys learned to cook? The other thing that they did, it's pretty easy, and they're actually halfway decent as long as you eat them while they're hot. Please be careful with this recipe. You good, Dixie? You good? It's good? She's standing by the door. It makes me nervous. Why are you standing by the door? I let you out before. So you take Pillsbury dough, and I used an apple core, and you kind of dig in the middle and you pull out that little piece. I'm going to use those for little munchkins. So you have like a ring, and you put that into hot oil. Austin, good to have you joining. So you put that into hot oil, and when it browns to a nice golden brown, you can, I'm doing good, Austin. I'm giving out my Pillsbury dough biscuit recipe for donuts that I learned in middle school. They're not like the best, but if you have a sweet tooth, they're really good when you eat them fresh. So you just put that little hole in it. Sometimes I just kind of poke it through and kind of reform it. Deep fry it till it's golden brown, and then kind of dip it in for my dog. No, not for orange juice, orange Julius. Oh, and for me, yeah, these are for me. And then you can put them into cinnamon sugar, or you can put them into powdered sugar, or put some frosting on top. We made this for me. We just got done cooking up a chicken dish, which nobody helped me name. I need names. So, but the orange Julius, I think that's what you mean. I gotta make that. I'll write that down. Okay, so you guys tell me what you want me to cook. I'll cook it as long as I like it. Oh, I did write it down. Orange Julius. So I need orange juice concentrate to make that. It's so good. So I've been eating healthier because I get to cook for you guys instead of just doing, usually I just have like salads or sandwich. What's going on with you, Dixie? You need water? You're so good. There you go. She likes that. I'll give her a little bit more. That's good. It's hot. You gotta hold that. And some treats. I'll try to make some treats for Dixie. I'll look that up. I had a roommate who she used to make dog treats. We'll make some homemade dog treats. I'll have to look. I'm not taste testing those. I hope you don't want me to taste test it. That's good. All right. Yeah, some pup treats. Yeah, she had a whole business out of doing that. She had little different molds. It's hot. You got hold on, Dixie. So, do you want frozen ones or baked ones? What kind do you want? What kind of dog treats are you hoping for? Because there's different kinds. You can do the frozen ones or the baked ones. What kind of dog do you have, Austin? And like I said, you guys can open the conversation up to whatever you would like to talk about. You guys are so sweet and generous with all the love. I see you guys liking the lives and hitting the love button. I need to do my tap time. I haven't done that yet. It's been like a year. I need to do that. So thank you for joining. Do you guys want to see me tap dance? I'm not good. It's just good to practice. I used to go, I do have Tuesday nights for my ballroom dance, but my partner last 2 Tuesdays hasn't been able to do it. So that'd be good to do my tap dancing again. I got my tap table. I like tap dancing. So you guys help keep me accountable. So give me a yes or a no if I should tap dance. Not today. But in the next couple days. I gotta trying to figure out how to set everything up. What do you guys think about the kitchen one? Because I'm thinking about doing it like a whole setup upstairs, but with my computer being so damaged. You have a lab Rottweiler. Oh, bet it's beautiful. I'd probably be scared of it, but I bet it's beautiful. Is it a gentle giant? But I have to be down here to cook. Can you leave the recipe for donuts? If you comment on one of my posts that is not alive, yes. But in live, I'm going to lose it. It's not going to register. So comment on one of my posts asking what are they called? The biscuit donuts. It's super easy. So you can pretty much just remember it. All it is like Pillsbury biscuits, and you just put a hole. I use an apple core. But you just get a hole in the middle, and then you deep fry it till it's golden brown. I just use vegetable oil, and then you pull that out and just put in some. I like the powdered sugar, or you can do cinnamon sugar. So super easy. Pillsbury dough. That's all you really need to know. And you can do off-brand. I haven't made it with the Grands. I don't know if those would be too buttery. But they might be good. I don't know. Or you can, leave them whole, use an injection thing, and you fry it. Yes. Yeah, super easy. They're good. I wouldn't say they're the best donuts out there, but they are good. Like if you're just Sunday, you feel like having some donuts and don't want to go out to the store, nice hot, fresh donuts. So they're good hot. I wouldn't necessarily say they're that good the next day, but yeah, you'll eat several of them. And then the little apple core pieces, I use those as like super little whatchamacallit, little munchkins. So you can make your own munchkins too. Mm. Dixie eats more than I do. This has such a nice, rich, creamy, delicious taste. So, Sarah, now that you're back in, I'm sorry, I made another casserole. I was saying I had to use up some of my stuff, but I can do a stir fry tomorrow. You can add apple pie filling if you have a way to inject it into there. And if you use the bigger, like the grands or something. Yeah. Bruce is here. Nice to have you. Chicken recipes bad. No, this is so good. This is so good. It's so good. It's like amazing. And I still need a name for it. But no, I'm just saying that we talked about like chicken enchiladas. I don't have the stuff for that. I can make a stir fry tomorrow. So I'm limited on some because I'm such a basic eater. But now that I'm cooking, I've either used up the good stuff or I just don't have it. Come here. I can't tell if my dog has to go out or she's just anxious. You okay? It's good. It's good. So you need them. You need them for after Thanksgiving. What size turkey do you guys get? There's only going to be 4 of us this year, but I still want a 16-pound. I like the large turkeys. Might get a 12-pounder. Yeah, I don't know. I like the larger turkeys. I figure if you're going to cook it, might as well cook it. So I got to make up my list. I know my mom was really sweet when I blew out my knee and needed knee surgery. I told her I wanted a turkey, and I told her like 16 pounds or bigger. And I got a 12-pound turkey. But that's like, you got to clean up. Might as well, you know, because I buy one of those roaster pans. And so it's like, you know, that's a lot for just a few pounds. Yummy donuts. You'll like them. You'll like them. They're good. So I will try. There's also like, I want to get some of those pans that look like donut pans, like little circle pans, to make like some baked type of donuts. But what do you guys like? Do you guys like hot donuts or cold donuts? And what's your favorite? Do you like Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme better? I don't mind Krispy Kreme hot. I am not a Krispy Kreme fan. I like Dunkin' Donuts. There's different Dunkin' Donuts where I like the chocolate donuts, but when they like fully put it in that sugar stuff, I don't like it as much. Pineapple cakes sound good too. Ooh, I made a pineapple upside down cake about a week and a half ago. And it's so good. Those are easy to make. Oh, like a 7-Up cake. Let's see. We can make 7-Up cake tomorrow. I think. There you go. I'll make a 7-Up cake tomorrow. I'll put that out there. It's Sprite, but it'll work the same. That's all it is, though, isn't it? Just you like maple bars. There you go. Now I gotta double check. I think the what should we call it? The 7-Up cake. That's just cake mix and 7-Up. Is that right? Because I don't have any eggs. I think that's all it is. I could be wrong. I gotta double check. They got like root beer and all the different kinds. Dr. Pepper cakes. So, K-Dog, you still here? Let me know that the chat is still working, and you guys are really sweet with the thumbs up and everything. Pineapple cakes. I don't know why my mind read pineapple cheesecake, but that'd probably be good too. Never would have thought of that. Maple bars. What are? Is that on a graham cracker crust? You have to go potty. You have to go potty? You got for Dixie. Go for Dixie. For Dixie. Go. That's good. She's got a whole thing of dog food. So, dog approved. She likes my food. Pound cakes. I need to make a pound cake. Heck yeah. And then pound cake. I like pound cake for strawberry shortcake. It's a pound. What is it? Debbie, do you know pound cake? Is it a pound of flour, pound of butter, and a pound of sugar? I think. Do you need any eggs? It's not a pound. Yes. I'll make crepes soon too. I just made crepes about a month ago. What kind of crepes do you like though? That night we made crepe sandwiches, and then I like crepes with like different fruit. I like that better than as a sandwich. I really like crepes. So you need pounds. Yes. Pounds of, is it just 3 ingredients? I can look it up. I need to do my nails. Oh my gosh. What kind of crepes do you like? Let's see. Pound cake. They are saying that there's a shortage on eggs, brown sugar icing. Oh, there are eggs in that one. Butter, sugar, eggs, and flour. Okay, so pound. I don't know how many eggs. I'd have to look that up, but I'll make that soon. Strawberry Nutella. That would be good. Or banana. Or strawberry banana. Pound. Debbie says pounds on yourself. Yeah, you got the pound cake going on. Yeah, 3 pounds if you eat enough. And with your strawberry shortcake, do you guys like whipped cream? What do you think? Do you like whipped cream? You need to make crepes too. I forget. I went through a crepes. You could do the Nutella on that. That'd be really good. That's about same here. Yeah, I made them a lot more when I was younger. I don't know why I stopped making them. I like them better than pancakes. They're a lot lighter and I don't know. Yeah, definitely good. I know so there's all different kinds that people can make sandwiches. There was one that they called it some chicken pancake thing. And I'm like, ooh, pancakes. But if I was looking for recipes tonight. And if they would have said crepes, I probably would have, like, my mouth would have watered, but they made it sound like it was just pancakes. So I'm going to grab something really quick and I'll be right back, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Feel free to open the chat up, say hello to each other. Give me 1 second. One sec. Let me let the dog out real quick. You grab a potty? Thank you for your patience. All right, go potty. Just go. All right, we'll see if she goes. So have you tried that 7-Up cake? So Sarah is saying hi. Sarah might be just kind of chilling. She likes to fall asleep to me. So she's either active right now or just kind of quiet. So I don't know if she's still here. She got kicked out earlier. She's usually really loyal. She'll stay on the whole time. No, she might have gone. Uh-oh. Yeah, she got kicked out earlier. Blessed. Hi, Ebony. Good to have you here. Not sure if you remember me. It's been almost 2 years. Yes. Still healing. I get it. So give me a number 1, 2, or 3, Ebony. Good to have you back. We just got done cooking. Been adding the cooking too. But have things gotten easier? Sometimes it's a long journey and you'll have good days and bad days. But if you can give me a number 1, 2, or 3, I have something for you. So, yeah, it's been a long time. And that's what I love about this channel is like the group that I stopped for a while. That was my fault. Oh, sweet potatoes, Austin. I'm not crazy about those. You didn't try the 7-Up cake. I'll do a taste test for you. So 1, 2, or 3, and I'll give you a word of affirmation. So the healing process takes time though. And, be nice if it's quick. It's a part of it is like the letting go. And when we get to that acceptance stage, some of us are stuck in the anger or the denial or the different stages of grief. Also, it does. Oh, Austin, 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Things to remember. You don't have to be perfect. Having a bad day is okay. Small steps are also progress. Oh my goodness. Asking for help is a strength. Don't forget that. People love and appreciate you. So sometimes we forget, there are people that do care about us, that we're focused on the wrong people sometimes. And it is okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of growth and small steps. That's progress. Just getting, if you can make just a smidge of a progress, that was so sweet. So that's for you. So things don't have to be perfect. Sometimes we're so focused on this perfect life or stressing ourselves out at work or feeling like we're imposters. You are so sweet. Thank you. Try to be. I try to be. But it was interesting. Let me let my dog in, but I'm going to tell you about the kids at school. Bless says I'm stuck in anger. Honestly, just want his karma to happen. Monster, just being honest. And I'm glad you're honest because that's how we can address the issues. And I will talk about this. Let me let my dog in and we're going to get deep into that. All right, thank you. So Dixie Boo is back inside. It's probably already happening. Haven't seen that demon in 3 years. Well, at least they're not in your life anymore. So that's a blessing. I know sometimes I don't know if your heart still like aches for that person. Sometimes we're in that trauma bond, or other times certain situations are just, the F you kind of, I never want to see you again. Music is healing. Yes. We have been doing that at school. I need to do about the vibrations about music. All right, this is your last bit. I make all this food. I know you guys are like, how are you going to eat that whole casserole by yourself? I don't. Dixie helps. Okay, so let me say real quick what happened at school, and then Blessed will get into it on Ebony. So it was interesting. These two guys are like bantering back and forth. And I'm like, my gosh, you guys are supposed to be friends. And he's like, we are friends of people, because I teach English as a second language. And he's like, the people in my country see kindness as weakness. What do you think about that? So he's like, I'm mean to all my friends. What do you think? I'm mean to all my friends because kindness is seen as weakness. It was kind of sad. But just the mentality of a teenager. So a lot of narcissists are stuck in that teenage mentality or younger. But as far as Ebony with the anger, I can't remember if you're a spiritual person. So, yes, I'm still live. I'm enjoying you guys. I got my phones plugged in to prolong your misery. No way. I loathe that person. Okay, good. That's your protection is up. So that's good. So this is what I feel like. There's some spiritual component to this. And I'd like you guys, you don't have to agree with me. I'd like to open the discussion up, but I think that this is sometimes to bring us closer to God. And then this is a part though, how you want this person's karma to happen. what they did was horrible. What they did was horrible. But, um, you know, I feel it's like a spiritual warfare. Maybe not with you, maybe not with you, but there are people, we talk about the narcissist, they were a jerk, they did this to me, or a psychopath, sociopath, whatever, piece of crap, what somebody did to us. And I'm doing man first. So I feel this, just try to forgive. I know it's hard to forgive sometimes. And that's for our healing when we forgive. But this is what I feel is, with this spiritual warfare, like, to put it in easy terms, don't get technical with me. So like the good versus the bad, God versus the devil, however you want to look at it. Like the narcissist or whoever hurt you is like the bad. And so if you think about the devil wants everybody on their side, on his side. So he is going to try all these little things to get more and more people to follow him. So when we have anger in our heart, that wanting to destroy somebody else's life instead of just letting it go, you hear that phrase, let go and let God. He's going to be the one who, for one thing, knows how to handle it best. When we remove ourselves, that allows, hopefully, not always, but that person to feel a loss. They're not going to feel a loss, or they're going to get angry. So if we keep coming towards them, they're not going to feel a loss. Or if we stoop to their level, they're going to say, well, you're no better than I am, or this is how people are. We're not leading by example. We're taking things, we're kind of playing God, taking things into our own hands. Things usually go south. You can, possibly, get hurt. Like the narcissist will come back so much stronger. So the karma, I know a lot of people crave that karma, and that's wanting somebody else to hurt. And I get it. 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 And when we take a step back, if we can just let it go and let whatever's going to happen, to not wish bad on someone, because bad was done to us. It doesn't mean bad is good. Does that make sense? So as far as trying to get the karma, that's not going to bring peace. That could, maybe temporarily, but then it's going to change who you are. You start talking to other people and you're like, yeah, I wish he, fuck him. And I'm glad this happened. You're going to sound like a bitter person. You're going to be judged for that. Austin says, I feel like everyone was a villain in someone's story. A lot of times. And there's all different depths of how bad somebody's been hurt. Not every breakup is from a narcissist, but the way the narcissist does it, acceptance is part of it. Yeah, once you get to acceptance, and that's when you let go, that's when you're gonna feel free. And also when we start taking control over our thoughts, where we're like, no, deal with it for a little bit, address it, and then just, no, you're not going to take control of my thoughts today, and redirect yourself. It's an actual step you have to do. You're doing your nails, or the way they do what they do is nothing short of criminal. And I'll tell you what, they used to piss me off, because it is criminal. It should be, but it's not legally criminal in our realm of the world. Like worldwide. It's not criminal. Therapy is part of it. Therapy can help, but therapy is only going to help as much as you're going to allow it to. You have to be an active part, not just hearing the words. Because I say the same thing that most likely for entertainment purposes only that a therapist would say. Got to put a disclaimer in. You get lots of good advice, but there was no, like, if you call too much to say, let's work through this, I love you, let's work through this, you can get criminal charges for like harassment, go to jail, all those kind of things. But ignoring someone, there's no repercussions. There's no repercussions on, it's not illegal not to tell someone if you have an STD, according to what I read today. I know it might be, I got different parts of the world, different states, different, all that stuff. But, and I didn't check the date on that article, but for a while, at least, that wasn't criminal. I don't know, but, I agree. There's no repercussions for them. It seems like they're living this best life, but they're empty inside, and they don't have the depth, they don't have the connection, and it's going to be temporary. I know sometimes it can last a long time, with like a love relationship, but it's not love. And, yeah. And some of it is criminal. Some of the things that they do. I had my friend that was shot and killed by her husband, and with essays and all those kind of things. Sometimes it is criminal. Sometimes they get away with it. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they get the good, appropriate sentence. Other times they talk their way out of it. This is an extreme. Okay. But this is an extreme. So think about like the Menendez brothers. What was done to them was absolutely horrible. Okay. But they took things into their own hands. They wanted to make that karma happen, and they ended up in jail for 30 years, if not longer. So, they got the deed done, but I got them out of the situation, but you're already out of the situation. So, do you have, Ebony, do you have thoughts daily? How often do you think about this person? And sometimes too, it's just what they did to our brain, that we are stuck in anxiety or stuck in depression. And it's like our brain chemistry. We have to find different ways to balance. But Austin, thank you. Daily. Yeah, you're stuck in that rumination stage, or CPTSD will reliving it. There's different techniques to calm yourself. Do you have a hard time sleeping? Are you able to sleep? But keeping yourself busy, dealing with the problem at hand, and reminding yourself, I'm safe now. I am safe now. When you're in that rumination stage, it's almost like it's got to play itself out. You got to get to a point where you're like, I'm sick of this. I am sick of this. I'm not going to allow myself to get this depressed, or I don't know. Can you explain what you are feeling? Are you feeling anxious, depressed? I know you have some anger. Is there anything else that goes along with that? Sometimes our anger, I went through insomnia for months. It was horrific. I can sleep now, fortunately. Yeah, because it almost exacerbates it when you can't sleep. You get frustrated, and oh, you don't know why? Okay. She just put your. So good. I'm glad you're sleeping, because without the proper sleep, oh my gosh, that can lead to mood swings, moodiness, irritability, and we're already dealing with a lot of things. So it makes it a lot harder. So I'm glad you're sleeping. Try to stay on a regular schedule. That definitely helps. But I can't remember your exact situation, but when we start checking up on like their social media, like did their karma happen? Did their karma happen? That keeps us stuck too. Ebony says depression and anxiety are still very present though. And that's because of what they did to your brain. You're going through like probably CPTSD. Thank you, Austin. And, take some time to rest. Take some time to learn some techniques about how to deal with anxiety. Try not to, drink, or at least drink in excess, or the more active you are, the better it is. And, try not to have the caffeine. So there are certain steps that you can take. But the depression, sometimes, if you can connect with what is it that's making me feel depressed? Because sometimes when we get in a cycle, let's say, I don't know, let's say I spilled a bunch of milk and I get all upset, and then I will start, my life sucks, and then I go back to what happened all those years ago. That Debbie says there are self-help books out there. Find a therapist. Bless says, heavens no, I blocked him a long time ago, and that is permanent. Good. So you already have your safeguards up. That is good. And Austin says, I want to buy some books on it. It's a good thing we can learn ways to rewire the brain. It's being empowered. And also I feel spiritually that when we trust in God, you can go to a secular therapist. You can go to one that deals with the mind and the body. They are interconnected, but a lot of us feel empty. And is that God trying to fill that portion for us? That's something I'd like you guys to think about, because you see so many people happier after they come to God, the miracles that you see. Also, Ebony says, I have to get back into therapy. It's hard to find a therapist that understands the diabolical situation. Yeah, therapy is good. I also do one-on-ones. If you would like to do a one-on-one, you can email me at Cynthia@asoulsurvivor. If you would like somebody to talk about your situation, Cynthia@asoulsurvivor for one-on-ones. I do coaching, but yeah, if you guys would like that, or, I do odd hours too, so you don't have to worry about, am I at work when that happens? You don't have therapy anymore. Mimi, was it helpful for you? So you are welcome. So yeah, Cynthia@asoulsurvivor.com. Feel free to reach out to me and we can schedule stuff if you would like. So you are welcome. I'm here for you guys, definitely. And I need to buckle down and get a new screen for my phone. What is Sarah saying to me? Sarah's saying something. Let me see. Did she get kicked out? I know you were talking to her. All right, let's see. Why did she get kicked out? I told her to. Let's see. Okay. That's an old message. So, you heard he left 2 women after me. Sick. Yeah, they'll go through women like crazy. So how long has it been? Has it only been 3 years since he left you, and he's already gone through 2 women? Yeah. So do you have any desire to date again? You know, sometimes it can take years. Some people give up on love, but that's correct. Okay. Yeah. So that's one thing that you can start noticing when people have many short-term relationships or many partners. Be sure to have protein and vegetables in your diet, guys. Yes, because I did that where I didn't want to eat meat because I wanted to be vegetarian in high school. That no desire at the moment. I don't trust. Yeah, your body's not ready for it. And it'll happen. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. So Austin says, I hope everyone is eating enough. Yes, we will definitely eat enough on Thursday. And some of you, if you are struggling with you don't have a Thanksgiving, that you might want to try a soup kitchen. I know my friend, she goes down there all the time. You miss the therapy sessions. What did you like about them? Sometimes it's good to just talk about it, you know, to where you're not going to be judged, because a lot of us either were judged or felt we'd be discarded. That's one nice thing about a therapist or I'm a life coach, to where you can talk freely and we don't judge. We're there to help you. And so, yes, thank you, Austin. But anger is good. Anger is a healthy emotion, but it's how we handle it. So, you know, you don't want it to fester. You don't want it to consume you. It needs to be released. And that's why sometimes you can cry if you're angry, scream into your pillow if you're angry, do exercise, like aggressive exercise. They damage and move on to damage others again and again. Sadistic cycle. And some of them, they get a kick out of it. It's not just that they have like poor communication skills or immaturity. It's not just immaturity. It's not just poor communication. Some of them purposely hurt people. There's many that purposely use, but there are some that purposely hurt. I like that I really can speak how I really feel. Yeah, that's extremely important. So yeah, a lot of people, that's when it's so hurtful. Like, you purposely tried to hurt me. I trusted you. And Austin says, I wish there was a book on navigating homelessness. Are you homeless, or do you know somebody who's homeless? I know there are a lot of people with these finances, especially after COVID, that struggle with that. Bless Ebony says, what was done to me definitely and positively did it on purpose. Sociopath. Oh, yes, sisters. Sister says, 3, pull me a card. Thank you, sisters. Good to have you here. All right. My nails are wet, but what is 3? All right. Oh, this is an easy one. If you want another one too, I'll give you another one. This one says, find your passion. Do you know what your passion is? Huh. Oh, you want a big one, though. You want a big one. Let's see. We'll get a bigger one. 1, 2, 3. All right. So here's number 3 of the big cards. All right. 1, 2, 3. It's okay to feel sad, not know what you want. Ask for help. Show your emotions. Be yourself. So, sisters, sometimes, you know, we feel guilty if we feel sad, but that's okay. It's okay to be sad. We don't have to be happy all the time. We don't have to put on a mask when we're feeling something. It is okay not to know what you want. I'm going through that today. And to ask for help. Show your emotions. That's what makes you real. And just be yourself. Show those emotions. Very accurate. Good. I like hearing that. And Austin says, no, I'm not. I just feel very badly. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there struggling with that. And sometimes mental illness leads to homelessness. So good. I'm glad that was accurate. If anybody else would like a reading, give me a number 1, 2, or 3. And I got a whole stack of these. So lots and lots and lots of these. Plus, there's still more in the bowl. So you are welcome. You are welcome. Hopefully, these are helping. And I want you guys to play that in your mind tomorrow through the night. And tomorrow, I go live almost nightly. I was not feeling too good yesterday and today. So I slept. I kept myself in bed. But pretty much nightly I go live. So you guys can almost get a brand new word of affirmation every day. And I'll be adding to the pile with new affirmations as we go. So if anybody else would like a card, just give me 1, 2, or 3. And I will give you your personal word of affirmation. And sitting this way is giving me a migraine. But Austin, you are welcome. Yeah, I just was so exhausted. I don't know. It's almost like I've been struggling for like 3-4 months now. I was feeling good for about 3 weeks, and now my body's just crashing again. Got some like autoimmune something or other. But thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just gonna sleep. And thank you. I could use the prayers. I appreciate that. And sister says, Austin. Actually, Austin was just concerned about people, but for people who are homeless, get a room at a hotel. I am trying to get a new apartment. So sometimes I did that when I traveled. Number 1. All right. So Austin gets number 1. I did that where I traveled. Plus I was paying for a home. That can get expensive though. God will make a way, Austin. That's true. That's true. All right. So number 1, I am strong enough, smart enough. You are pretty enough, kind enough, good enough, worthy enough. So everything about you is perfect. And it says enough. It says enough. Nobody's perfect. So I should correct that. But you are enough just the way you are. So yeah, very expensive. So yeah, you're perfect just the way you are. You're strong enough, smart enough, pretty enough, kind enough, just plain old good enough. We don't have to always reach for the stars. There's a time that you can enjoy life. Don't always have to outdo everybody else. So you are welcome. You are welcome. So yeah, I did that. I did that where I went down to Florida, and they had the Daytona 500 or whatever. Maybe it was bike week. I think it was, and I stayed there long enough. You needed to hear it. Aw, yeah, sometimes the right timing. That's why I have you guys pick the number so you can own it. So, but I stayed at, what was it? A Super 8 or something like that. And I can't remember exactly, but it was like $62, $65 a night. This was back like 20 years ago. So it was like $65 a night. And then because of the Daytona 500, they raised the price to like $140 a night. And that was back 20 years ago. So that's like $280, $300 or something like that. And I was living day by day with sales and stuff. So I'm like, this hotel it was not nice. Some Super 8s are nice. You know, there's nothing wrong with them, but this one was not nice. And to like triple the cost, I'm like, what the heck? So just based on different activities that are going on, not, you know, and if you're got, you know, all your clothes and everything, you don't want to have to pack up for 2 days. And yeah. And then I've had it too, where they only let you stay 2 or 3 weeks and you have to leave or change rooms. And that could be difficult. I had one, I almost was trying to move down to Florida. And there was one where like my friend and I were moving down there. And so we found some that it looked decent. It was like a long-term type thing. But you could pay by the week, and they're like, you can't have visitors. And I'm heterosexual, she's heterosexual. We were just going to talk business. And And they're like, you can't have anybody in your hotel room. So I couldn't even like have coffee with her. And we're like, this is not going to work. We're here to like work together. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was pretty expensive. Where was that? That was, I want to say it began with a C. It's right under, it's not Fort Myers. It's right under like Tampa. I can't remember, but that's where it was. Any signs for me tonight? Who is that? Let me see. Luiso. Give me a 1, 2, or 3, and I'll tell you. I will give you your reading. 1, 2, or 3. What number? Number 2. Ooh. All right. Tell me how this relates to your life. It says, feel fear, then do it anyways. So you're going to feel some fear in your life. Things are going to be scary. That's all right. Just keep moving forward. You'll get through it. Just, hi, Chris. Good to have you here. So things aren't always easy, but you have the power to get through it. So you are welcome. Austin says, you're so nice. You are beautiful too. You have a kind heart. Thank you. And I've been there. Like, I know what you guys are going through. So I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader getting you through this stuff. Chris, good to have you here. Like I said, I'm getting a headache, so I'm going to take some ibuprofen. But what's been new with you? You missed out on the chicken recipe. Got some really good chicken over here. What do we want to do? Yeah, I just have a killer headache. So I think I'm going to turn around. I don't know if there's any little repercussions for doing this online. For entertainment purposes only. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. I don't see why not, but you never know. How is everyone? Everybody tell Chris how you doing. Chris, how are you? So if anybody else, it's just ibuprofen. I got in trouble for, I went to nursing school and they don't want to hear anything I have to say. TikTok will be right on there. You are welcome, Luiso. So anybody else? Comment 1, 2, or 3. And maybe I should bring this around so I'm not all scrunched over because it's like doing my neck a weird way. So I'll stay on for a little bit. Be sure to stay hydrated. That is important. That is important. Artsy says 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Be creative. Make your own magic. Follow your heart. Dream big. Think positive and stay inspired. So make your own magic. You know how they say nobody's going to save you? So go make your own magic. Go make your life happen. Save yourself and follow your heart. A lot of times our gut instincts, it is a good one, isn't it? Our gut instincts will lead us to where we need to go. Sometimes we need to take a little breather and listen to our heart, to our intuition, pray about it, listen. God answers prayers. So I believe there's some spiritual warfare going on, and we don't want to fall prey to the other side. We want to stay who we are, stay true to yourself. Because if you look back, Ebony, before all this stuff happened, were you somebody who was an angry person? Were you somebody who was spiteful, wishing bad things on someone? All those kind of things. That's the transformation. That's the way the devil works. And stay true to yourself. Fight as hard as you can against that devil. Artsy says, I'm taking a breather. Told my spouse, I'm not going to families this year for Thanksgiving. I'm going to stay home alone. I'm really looking forward to it. What's your reason for staying home? So, yeah, sometimes, if we communicate, So just make sure you communicate that with her. Are you in a good relationship with your wife? Sometimes, yeah, sometimes we do have to say, look, you can, yeah, I know. That's where it gets hard when we need time for ourselves and there's other things going on. But it's the communication that we need to not future fake. Like, yeah, I'll go with you and back out at the last minute, or to, get in arguments over it, to come to some agreement. And so sometimes we need that breather. I'm in a good relationship with my husband. I've only seen his family once a year, and it's thousands of questions, and I hate it. So was he understanding? That's a good partner. If they, sister says it's the weekend. I missed that. Yes, it is the weekend. Yeah, sometimes, you need somebody like, hey, this is why. And if they can see it, it's easier for them to understand. So I think he's upset, but he'll get over it. So yeah, if it's a good relationship, just make sure that you're not doing it to be spiteful. And, he's going to have some feelings. So we have to recognize that too. But he might need a little more reassurance. And so, but this is the way I feel. If you're able to go, and it's, if you can, then go. But if it's overwhelming or going to cause problems or drain you, is it just curiosity questions like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? And it's so good to have you here. And, or is it like, they're all going to ask him why I'm not there. I feel like I've been going for 35 years and this year I don't want to go. Oh, you've been going for 35 years. I feel like, how many years have you guys been together? And I got other people joining in. Feel free to chit chat with me too. Got lots of people joining in. Good to have you guys here. I think I just got in trouble for taking my ibuprofen. Are you serious? I think so. We started dating when I was 16, and we've been married for 35 years. I've probably known him for 41 years. Oh, and they're still asking all those questions. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I've married for 35 years. Oh, that's great. So, yeah, he probably understands. Like, dude, I need a break. I've done this every year. So, I see you thinking over there. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate the love and support. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Do you guys look forward to it or do you dread it? Tell me. Do you look forward to it or dread it? And it is midnight, and because of the way I'm sitting, I'm getting a terrible headache. So I'm going to log off. Ebony, it was good to have you back. Got a lot of new people, some returning visitors. You're not thinking of me, honey. I know the phone. It's hard to see. I wish I need like a jumbo phone.